Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where the engine has begun to fire. We are on the move here at 18,000 dust per turn. We're going to reach a dust victory, the dust victory being having reached the threshold of 1 million dust generated over the course of the game in a mere 50-something turns. Which is, it's better than the rate we were looking at before. But something tells me we're not going to get 50 turns. So, we need to do something. I think there's sort of an open question about what that thing is. Can I accelerate us enough to beat purple? I don't know. Honestly, not thinking it's super likely. We can, of course, slow purple down instead, potentially crash out their science output with some spies or something. Interesting. Look at the fact that this city's security is at 60%, while the rest of the empire is at 0%, tells us that this city is currently doing a roundup. So clearly other people are spying on them, right? They're getting their defenses triggered. That may well be a roundup as well, just in an earlier stage. So other players are trying. Other players are doing something. Of course, right now we're allied. So obviously there would be some hurt feelings at the very least, were we to get caught doing a spy on them. How dug in is okay? Yeah. With Specialized Polyp 9S II only having 2 points of spying, he's basically never gonna get leveled up enough to do anything meaningful. So we're definitely not gonna be able to attack Dasraj anytime soon. We basically just need to wait behind the mountains here, in a position where hopefully purple can't see us, and wait until they move all their stuff away, and then hope that these units are enough to get the job done. But for right now, you're just gonna have to stay put. And you have orders, but I do not remember what they were. Why was I telling you to... Oh, you're just grabbing pearls. That makes sense. That's fine. Alright. So, with the Harmonite and all the glass steel extractors up and stuff, we are much more likely to be able to actually build all of the glass steel buildings that we want, or all the dust buildings that we want. So at this point, let's go ahead and grab Dust Depository, and then, to be perfectly honest with you, the sensible thing may just be to pick up the 2 cheapest researches available after that, just to get a move on here, so that we can try to push toward Dust-Driven Distillery, which obviously is going to help quite a lot. Now remember, it's not going to just double our dust output, because... Oh, here's a dust-related... this is technically a dust-producing technology. I'm going to put it in the queue, but, it's not going to produce very much for us. That's for damn sure. And then, is there another one that matters, really? I guess we'll grab, Brigade System? That seems fine. Yeah, that'll be how we move up. Okay. We have a handful of ocean tiles in the Empire, and that's that's about as good as that's gonna get. How much Mithrite are we bringing in per turn? Okay, so 8 per turn. We almost get an Imperial News Network every single turn, which means that I do not feel bad at all about starting to build those buildings in our various cities, although we probably ought to prioritize the larger cities for that sort of thing. And yeah, it's gonna be time to kick the dust output of our larger cities into higher gear. Oh, you know what else? Actually, let me dequeue this and queue up this, because with glass steel accessories we can put plus dust per citizen accessories on our governors. At least in theory. Again, we're talking about a pretty large amount of total of total glasssteel expenditure there, which we may not be able to actually sustain in the long run. May as well do this, right? That's another level up. And I guess maybe it's time to just kick people over to dust. Maybe we've growth focused enough. It feels strange to say it. I never feel like you have enough bodies, but at some point you have to cash them in and start actually getting the resources, because otherwise what have you been building up for all this time? We are in fact just going to hard run out of things to build as well, especially with the very small amount of glasssteel in the environment. Let's go talk to our neighbors. My suspicion is that probably there are not players who have a ton of glasssteel built up, because the low amounts of glasssteel on the market strongly suggest that everybody is desperate for it. Wow, you have a lot of red sang. You have a lot of luxuries, actually. Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna come back to you. We'll talk to you again in a second here. Oh, my dude. Oh, my dude. What do you want from me? I'll give you, like, anything. 16,000 dust? Not even enough to put a dent in it. Oh, wait. I thought I saw the bar jump up. Was there something he was really into? No. Okay, so my dude has glasssteel, but he is holding on to it for dear life. I get it. In this economy, like... Especially if it is the case that he has troops that are being outfitted with the glasssteel for one reason or another, I could see being very leery to part with it. But gosh, look at this deal. What do we got to bring this down to for you to accede to my demands here? 27. My man wants, what is this? A tier 4, an era 4. This might be era 5. And 16,000 dust for 27 glasssteel. He will begrudgingly accept. Alright, never mind. Never mind, my dude. The thing is, though, shouldn't we just give him... I'm not going to give him the tack. I'm going to pay him 16,000. I'm going to pay him all of our dust for whatever glasssteel he will give us. Because glasssteel is so valuable to me at this point in the game. 7. It doesn't even get us an extra building. I mean, it... Never mind. I guess I do have to be a little bit careful about feeding a ton of dust into the economy of a Broken Lords player. It does come with some dangers. As y'all will see presently when we play Broken Lords ourselves. A big dust infusion's a big deal. Okay, so the dock is leveled up, and then we just want to sort of reach in a direction, right? Just keep building out the way we build out. And yeah, maybe now is the time to hard commit everybody to dust output. All right, I'm comfortable with it. Let's do it. Take me to the city panel, and let's do the thing. So where does this take us? We were showing plus 18k before. My guess is this is going to have a pretty smallish overall effect, but every little bit matters, especially given that we know purple and green are both already on the road to their victory conditions. This is going to be like a 10% total boost. Probably. It's a little hard to tell given the truncation. Oh, right. The cities that are on influence can probably come off influence as well. How much influence do I think we need for the next plan? Like, if we hit another plan, we want to do this, right? So 64, we need to gain another 4,000, which it looks like we will, actually. Okay. Then I suspect we can leave things as they are. And that being the case, let's buy out Imperial News Networks. They're not even expensive. And in most cities, we'll just we will just sit on the overflow. Let's see. You could be grabbing. Is that no? That's just an extractor. Okay, you do that. You know, in this game, the old sort of truism about money, that it's only valuable if you actually spend it, doesn't quite hold true because of how the Dust Victory actually works. But it's still good to spend it. It's still better to spend it than to not spend it. All right, and could Sototan be doing anything useful? No, not really. I'm not gonna rush the troops, because I don't think we need to. We're going to generate a victory notification in a... How far are we from that? So we're at 14% right now. We're gaining 2% per turn at the moment. The first victory notification comes at... It's either 30% or 33%. It's 30, right? It's 30. So it's going to be a minute before we generate that notification. When that happens, who knows? Maybe we will end up needing some troops. Let's see what purple does with their armies here. And it looks like the war, the war is going quite well. Blue is extremely on the back foot. Another victory notification generated by another player. Good news for us. Okay, the cultists are on a victory attack. That's maybe the best possible news for us because it doesn't actually change anything about our current plan. So you're the governor of Trolny. Trolny is... Trolny's a 2-village region. And we probably don't need the influence, right? I also probably don't need the food, though. The thing is, getting to a dust production skill is going to take so many level ups. I'm not sure we'll get all that before the end of the game. May as well do something that matters. We'll deal with that in a second. Let's run out the Dust Orchid. That's quite bad. I have feelings about that. We may as well run the die. The Dust Orchid is 23 short. Not enough to buy on the market. I mean, we'll buy what's on the market. So it'd be another 3 turns without it before we could rerun it. We can probably trade some. Okay, weird. They have become dismissive. You know, we were best pals just moments ago. Very strange deal. Very strange offer. That's just never going to happen. Concerns. I've got some. What in the hell is happening over here? You know, I'm honestly wondering... What is your diplomatic everything right now? Oh, you've just gone to war with purple. Okay, so their troops are massing up to march on purple. Well, now that's very interesting. Are there any good spies on the marketplace right now? There are not. I'm wondering if the I'm wondering if there is hope for sneaking in and burning down their city from behind, potentially with a privateer army or something, while they are distracted. I am, in fact, going to just run you back down here. I know that you just left this area. No, well, no, I'm not. I'm going to finish the damn remotoscope factory. That's going to solve that problem. I honestly have no idea what to do with you. There's a single pearl over there, but like in a lot of ways, you're just waiting. You're waiting for things to get worse. I guess you could like run over... Here, let's put down a remotoscope factory in a couple of spots here, just that we have some vision, so I don't have to be running heroes around for vision all the time. Rush those out. I kind of want to... I mean, is it a good idea to build dust revitalizers? Or should I be spending all of my... I guess at this point, this is how we should be spending glasssteel for the moment, right? We're going to get so much value out of each dust depository. In order for a dust revitalizer to be the correct build, the city has to have considerably... It has to have more tiles than points of population in it. And that's not really the case in any of our cities, I don't think. No, I mean, it can't be, right? Because you can only build a borough for every 2 citizens, so yeah. Yep, build me one here, just get me lots of vision. And then... we have 30 pearls, so like part of me wants to just hold off for a second, see how many pearls we can scoop up at the beginning of the next winter, which is going to be soon. And then see what we can do with the pearls from there, rather than building chapels in the 2 village districts. So I think I'm going to stick to that. So then the thing to do is just slowly build military units and not really be too worried about it. Also, lots of towers everywhere. Do not let me be surprised. I really don't, for someone who values information about what's going on as much as I do, I really don't build enough towers. I should build way more towers. They're just, they're expensive, and a lot of the time they're really awkwardly placed. Can't believe I'm researching aqua pulvistics. Alright. Let's have some quick check-ins with our friends to see if anybody has stored up any glasssteel at all. Well, you have 7. Okay, and you don't actually value it that highly. I will trade you... Yeah, I'll trade you some Hyperium. You know what I don't really need is a lot of Hyperium. This is where we're at. 22 Hyperium for 7 glasssteel. I'm feeling like I'm getting away with highway robbery here. That gets me another dust depository to go in one of the 11 pop cities. Hold on. Trolley has you. Get over here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do it in Trolley because it's further from the front. Trolley is less likely to get suddenly blown up by a hostile army. I have a Skyfin. Who gets to search empty ruins and stuff. Hooray, go forth into the empty ruins. Oh, I should, I forgot. I was also going to try to trade for some dust orchid. I do have feelings about the dust orchid. Alright, I know you have some stuff. Can I just get 12? 12 was it? Darn it. It was, in fact, 11. This seems very doable. Yeah, I will absolutely just pay in dust. It looks like it's probably going to be like a couple thousand, is my guess. He's getting a pretty good deal out of me in some respects. But also, think about all that dust orchid. While we're here, I'm just going to clean out the grass silk market. If we ever ran out of grass silk, I'd be very sad about it. Also, we got Moonleaf running right now. You know what we don't have running is Red Sang, and Red Sang is actually like super worthwhile. Right, did I count that right? I sure did. Yeah, double XP on all heroes. It's good stuff. And then the Dust Water. We care about the Dust Water. Obviously, there is some on the market. And then hopefully some people have some. So what am I short? 16? Well, we'll get there. But let's see first if, as a team, we are already there. My dude. My dude. My friend, my buddy, my old pal. Am I just handing out a large amount of dust? Now I'm going to give you spices. I'm going to keep some spices. But not very much, apparently. Okay. Plus 50% dust on cities. Alright. A mere 8,000 dust per turn, coming in through the old trade routes here. 3,500 science. Total empire output, 10,000. So yeah, pretty relevant, that 3,500. It's some valuable math. Dasraj, more protected than it was before, and also purple armies. So I'm just gonna go over here. And everybody's doing stuff, and yeah. We're never going to get to burn Dasraj. We're not going to get to see the end of this story, I don't think. And I'm increasingly thinking that maybe there's a chance. Maybe there is a chance that we win, actually. One thing I am thinking I'm going to do here is spend some money. Weird. Industry stockpiles. 8 of them. Who allows that? I mean, obviously, it's not like great value for us to buy them. But I almost wonder if it's worth taking them just to keep them out of other people's hands. Like, 300 dust converting to 100 in industry isn't that bad. And preventing everybody else from having them is probably good. I'm just gonna, yeah, let's just... Give me those. I'm taking this one too. I don't even want these. But what I am going to do is buy some units here. So, Relier. Okay. Relier is where I want to put some bodies. Let's get like an ice warg. That'll be a fun one. And like an orc, you're going to want some ranged units, right? That's important. Throw in some flying techno-electro ghosts. I really think the Ended are like one of the coolest fantasy races in any fantasy thing ever. I'm a huge fan. One thing that's not super clear, the way they're represented on the battlefield and on the map and everything, where, you know, sort of like all units are represented as being approximately the same size, is that the haunts are huge. They're like kaiju sized. There's a piece of art that you get to see. I think it's when you do their faction, their assimilation quest, that shows a haunt in an underground cavern with a human person, like a vaulter or something, looking on, that makes the scale of them clear, and I think it is super cool. Okay. Crazy robo-techno ghosts, each one of them the size of a building. Alright, so we're pushing up to the neighborhood of 30k. It's better. Is it enough? No, absolutely not. But it's better. Okay, that's going to be a problem. I was thinking, if their city garrison is empty, or at least, you know, low on bodies, then we could potentially get by with an army or two sniping them the way we sniped the mushroom dudes, the fungus guys. I don't know why I can't think of the names of anything today. Not enough glucose in my brain. The way we sniped the mushroom guys when they were building the Tower of Win the game a couple of games ago. Oh, the spices ran out, and I actually don't have enough because I traded off. Like, we produced so much, I didn't think it was going to be possible for me to run out. Well, I'm not too concerned about it, obviously. I'll buy these, and then are we good next turn? Yeah, alright, fine. We'll do a turn without. Somehow we will survive. Get to build some dust filtration in some places. Okay, we should build the dust transmuter somewhere. Does Intai actually have good... It doesn't really. The dust transmuter only improves terrain that already has dust on it. Sadly, our largest city is not a good fit. Where's a... I mean, it's going to be this one. Actually, no. No, a lot of these are non-dust volcanic tiles. The dust transmuter, kind of not good. Honestly. Kind of not awesome for us. Yeah, alright, you know what? We will not worry about it for the moment. For the moment, what we will do with our glass steel is just continue to build +4 dust per citizen things. And we'll come back and we'll get our transmuter down after all of those are finished. Turns out I'm allowed to do this. That means this city's going to benefit from the aquapulvistics as well. Hooray! Oh wow, you don't even have a duster. Okay, well, we kind of have to do that. Oh no. Here, have all these stockpiles. I'm never going to research stockpile tech, so we may as well just blow them. I really thought my scratchy throat and my cough were gone. Finally, I thought finally after a full week, maybe I was getting better, but the resurgence. Okay, I don't actually have anything worthwhile to build here, nor here. Have we? Okay, well, I'll buy that. We could just bounce you into a spying position. The thing is, if they have 13 units in their city garrison, it's not going to matter. We'll keep an eye on how all of this stuff moves. I'm gonna go somewhere else. It's possible that Dasaraj will become available as a target because of this war. So we just have to keep an eye on it. This city still has some things that are worth building. Hell yeah, dust filtration. It's incredible. Incredible work. Ipsawacha can grab the rest of that. Another 10% dust in the city. Certainly worthwhile. So that's a whole bunch of influence, I guess. Maybe I should be reaching for the... Oh, well, sorry. With you, it's a no-brainer. Let's grab that. But yeah, maybe even with them, I should, in fact, be reaching for the dust-producing technology. The only dust-producing technology they have access to. Obviously, John Port has some very important stuff to grab as well. You know, even the cities where we're just kind of like building garbage units because we don't have anything to build, they're still not building them as slowly as I was afraid they might. Aderon maybe is. Alright, yeah. Get that done. The 2 glass steel we bought off the market is enough to put us back up at 15 next turn, so that's good resources. And then we don't need to be in a huge hurry on anything else. I hate to do this all the time because it is, I'm sure, already a little tedious, but we should check in with our neighbors, or check in with our friends and just see what they're willing to do for us. Wow, you don't have public granary. Weird. Well, I'm not afraid of you winning the game on me, so... What do I want from you? I guess some Moonleaf wouldn't be bad. You value it super highly, though. Give me your Titan Bones? I mean, a reduction in hero upkeep's good. Sure. Alright, Morktra definitely doesn't have a dust depository yet. That's worth fixing. And then Sodelton as well. Alright. Just gonna keep pushing this infrastructure as best we can. 780 influence per turn without a single body devoted to influence. $67, man. Absolutely killing me. Okay, you have actual 0. I respect that. I don't know what you're doing with all of it, but I assume it's worthwhile. It's a quest. Declare war or Cold War or on an ally, or break a truce. I feel like that's a pretty poor compensation for that thing. I get what they're doing with that design, where like they want to incentivize you to sort of like shake up the world, but they got to give you something better than 300 dust for that. Like that quest is going to need to have a technology as a reward, I think, for it to be a thing that you would consider in almost any circumstance. And even then, there are going to be a lot of circumstances where you wouldn't do it. But if it was going to give you like a tier 3 armor tech or something, I might think about it. I would definitely think about it. And lo, with 28,000 dust just kind of sitting there, I guess we pass the turn. I mean, I'll keep buying all the mercenaries off the market. Just fill up all of the garrisons. All right. So I guess what we could be doing with our hero is running... Okay, The winter has begun. Now we have important stuff to do. Let's try to scoop up all the decent sized pearls as quickly as we can here. Because you know green is going to be after them. Okay. Really? They just kept a spy in the city through the roundup. That's very aggressive. Unwanted oxidation. Awkward, but not super relevant to us. Yeah, I guess I'm going to start reaching for inspirational leader. We just don't need more influence, honestly. Rerun that, rerun that. We can run the spices again, and I know that like winter is not the most optimal time, but also at this point we should just have them running always. We do not need to be stingy with the spices, except when I trade off 100 of them the turn before the the booster ends. I'll deal with this presently. 8 turns. Could we push for a science victory, do you think? If we went for the science one first? I'm a little surprised at how fast that first tech is coming down, especially given how little science stuff we have. If purple feels like racing, we'll never get there, though. And they have a considerable lead on us. Are they... scientific? Okay, they're still on 1. Green has not completed the second step of the faction quest yet, or the victory quest. The dragon player is accumulating a lot of diplomatic points, but probably not enough. My suspicion is that this does not represent an attempt to win a strategic victory, but rather just natural dragon play, you know, meeting everybody on turn 1 and then managing relationships. So realistically, like, the other victory threats are purple goes for science, or potentially purple wins a military victory of some kind. Maybe. Although it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't look like the world's falling apart fast enough for that to be what happens. Red has been reduced to a mere 2 territories. So it looks like they're losing a war against the Draken. Well, the only person they're at war with now is Purple, who's at war at war with or allied with 100% of the players. You know what I appreciate is the level of commitment. My suspicion here, and I don't want to jinx it or anything, but my suspicion here is that we are seeing a person who is too distracted to come after us. Fingers crossed. Alright, let me make sure we buy grass silk while it's available on the market. Remember, we have no natural grass silk production. Yeah, so it's very important that we make sure we are buying it when it is available, because it's very, very good for us. Okay, so are all of our assimilations, so are all of our good trade routes. There, you can just build one of those. I'm a little embarrassed that I even have the ability to do that. And yeah, for the moment, remember, our trade route income is pretty depressed during the winter. So it's pretty good news that we're still seeing 27k per turn. What do I want to do here? I guess there's not really anything of value to do. Honestly, when Pink settled Venoran, I was really expecting it to be the first step in a whole like beachhead expansion, but I guess maybe they just don't have the resources. Maybe they couldn't afford the stability hit of founding additional cities or something. Yeah, we can build a cargo dock. Hooray! Also, dust filtration. It's like Christmas morning. Alright, I think I'm good with that being what you do for the turn. Even more burrows down here. Yeah, Relia does not have the population to do anything of value. But it does have a full garrison, so let's pop you out and run you over to Morktra, I guess. So that you can start working on a crummy soldier. Remember, if all we do with our soldiers is keep them in our garrisons, it doesn't matter how bad they are. The AI cannot tell how bad these units are unless they have a spy in the city. Speaking of which, market is refreshed a little bit. So Roving Clans heroes have spying 3. And I think I'm gonna hope that that's good enough. Go insinuate yourself, friend. Let's get some good information. Okay, so the garrison is almost entirely militia, but they have these really juiced up militia. And they are just pumping out military units. Criminy. Also stockpiles. Is that why there were so many stockpiles on the market? Yeah, it totally is. I can't stop the other factions from being able to buy them because the damn cult is selling stockpiles. What a weird play. It's not a wrong play necessarily. It's just a very weird one. All right. There's a version of this where green gets a little bit too aggressive. They don't even need to move everything over to the other continent. They just need to position themselves aggressively enough for like coastal combat and defense to let me launch an attack like from this tile against that tile and not include any of their armies. Right? If we could do that, if I could attack the north edge, the cult surrenders, just like the Mycera, the cult surrenders instantly if they lose their city. It's game over. One of the big downsides of running a one-city faction. So all we would need is an army that can reasonably win this battle in like 1 or maybe 2 turns. Probably 2. We would probably get 2 turns because we can initiate the attack after they have moved all their troops on 1 turn. And then if we finish the attack on the next turn, they won't have had time to like retaliate about it yet. But gonna be real tough to do if they have 890 fortification. I don't know that we can pull this off. And in theory, the thing you would do in this situation is get a spy in there and burn down the walls from the inside, but I have waited entirely too long for that to actually be like a viable play. So who's still got movement? The Skyfin's got movement. Gosh, I love a winter Skyfin. Alright, nothing for me. It's always gonna be nothing for me. Alright, we must remember not to steal pearls from our allies' territory. They take a very grim view of that. So we're almost on hydromiel. I mean, is there enough hydromiel for me to just buy? Yeah, alright. Well, let's just run the hydromiel booster then. That's money. Yeah, we had like 1,000 dust going out every turn in hero upkeep that we did not need to be paying. Okay, cool. So 8 turns to the big boost. And again, remember, it's not actually going to double our dust output because it stacks additively with all of our other percentage boosts. So it's gonna increase our base output by 100%, but that's not going to look anything like jumping us to 60k. That said, we keep gaining. We're going strong here. Once we have, once winter ends and we're able to get full trade route access again, I'm confident the numbers are ramping up really well. Yeah, and at the beginning of every turn, they're buying up to a full garrison. I guess that's a thing to consider. If we attacked and we didn't get the job done in a single turn, they would completely fill the garrison with new units. So the second turn's combat would have us against 13. Okay, you're the one who's spying. I mean, you're already ready to start taking Lord of the Trance. Okay, Pink has closed their borders to me. Could not matter less. I have a hard time imagining Pink declaring war on me at this point, so I'm not too worried about the sort of erosion of our diplomatic stance. So we still have one city that can build a dust depository. And I believe that's the last one. So now, it does feel like it's probably not right to spend glass steel on anything other than town criers. Ooh, how big is that? Sometimes when you take pearls that are in neutral territory, you get some salty messages from the AI about you stealing from them. But my suspicion is that Green is probably too busy to care right now. They have other things on their minds. Let's run this unit over to Morktra. I do wish that you could still build military units in cities that have full garrisons and it would just like pop the unit out on top of the city. Because the way it works now, that's effectively what happens anyway, right? It's just you pop a unit out and then start the build instead of the other way around. It's not like meaningfully different. Let's go and take a look who's got glasssteel. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd you get 20 glasssteel? Yeah, like, hell yeah, my dude. Okay, so. Cities that are producing lots of dust. Most of these cities are already going to have town criers, but apparently not this one. Is that, like, all trade route income? 1,000 of it is. Yeah, all right. You know, this is what happens. Marin's out on the, it's out on the outer edge of the Empire. It's got the longest and, as such, most productive trade routes. I think our hopes of Green burning down that city and providing us with some quest progress are probably dead at this point. Nope, careful. Carefully do not path over the pearls. So it doesn't seem like Green has much interest in leaving their own territory. Search that ruin? Yeah, that's probably not happening. Even if I had a powerful infantry hero, I wouldn't bother with that. That said, Dasraj is like, it's kind of getting left alone. Maybe we could still jump in there. Well, okay, Green's starting to make landfall over here. I guess we're gonna see. We're gonna see how things turn out. Also, out of curiosity... Yep, it is all still internal trade or trade with pink. Weird. It is so weird to me that it is not apparently worthwhile for us to trade with purple, despite the fact that we know they have docks and everything. Although I guess Gadnak to some degree complicates that, because now we no longer have an open water route to one of their cities. Well, you don't need open borders for trade, though, because Pink just closed their borders on us, right? And it has not stopped us from trading with them. I mean, hell, I could trade with people I'm at war with. The Moonleaf must have run out. Nope. Huh. Why am I... Yeah, you know what? How much time is left on this winter? Hard to say. I'm just gonna grab this. This is the last winter of the game, almost certainly. And who knows, we could be already just about done with it. Okay, cool. The oxidation has ended. That's probably great for everyone who isn't me. Obviously, I do not. I'm not in a position to care very much about that. Yeah, why did my research time jump up so much? Our approval value didn't end, or didn't change. Our Moonleaf didn't end. Huh. Total science output did drop, I guess. Weird, though. Okay, while we're taking a moment here, just really quickly. Well, still no progress. I think they're very focused on the war at the moment. This has given us time. Not like a ton of time, probably, but time. I guess we're hoping for... No, I don't really know what we're hoping for, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm searching ruins because it's like because it is a good thing to do, but I don't actually have like a purpose here. Don't have anything in particular that I'm hoping for. Wow. Do you want 100,000 dust? So I'll give you 100,000 dust. I don't even care. I don't want it. Can't give this stuff away fast enough. Here's a question. before I do this. Economic 8%. All right, I'm curious if traded dust counts for the purpose of that victory. If it does, we're gonna see a big jump here. Hell yeah, 89 glass steel. We're gonna wait till next turn to actually employ it because I want to buy out buildings, but very excited about that. That's a good trade. Now, still big army right in front of the city, which is very awkward. Yeah, grab that, and then do we have any other like large groups of pearls? I guess this is one to go after. Okay, yep, you know what your orders are. Alright, so we have enough glass steel here to build some pretty decent buildings. And somehow, The time on dust-driven distillery keeps going up. Although I guess right now it's probably recalculating my trade routes. This is part of what's going on there. Alright, there's that first victory notification. So watch for people to start getting squirrely. Oh no. They built the pearl wall. Retaliation damage 455, but I believe the way this works is when you are at the city wall, it spreads the 455 damage as evenly as it can over all of the enemy troops that are touching the wall. So obviously you can blunt this by just bringing enough bodies to distribute it over. Okay, so in the capital, which is a relatively high dust city, do we want to... Hold on. Marian is the real high dust city. And you know, it does have... Should I build a dust revitalizer? You have the resources to do so. I think I am going to build the transmuter here. That's almost certainly worthwhile. And then building a revitalizer here with this place having all of the percentage boosts to dust, I think it's probably worthwhile. I don't think we're going to want to build a lot of revitalizers, but in this city... Yeah, in this city at the very least. And then we can go around... Okay, we got a news network here already. Several cities already have news networks, but I think that's... Well, no, the next move is probably 2 town criers, right? So again, let's take it to the cities that will benefit most from this thing. Intai certainly has one. Adoran, I think, has one. Yes. Tehran might not. No, Tehran does. Sultan. Okay, looks like we got them down in actually a lot of cities at this point. So plus 50, plus 40%. Yeah, this has still got to be like... This is a building that has a tremendous impact. Okay. And then... Can we buy enough for... Nope. Can't quite make it to 10. What I can do is go and have a chat with the Draken again. Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to check. Did they jump up a ton on the economic victory? They did. Okay. So dust earned through trade is totally totally does count. That's very funny to me. 50%. I don't think it means anything. No, they're not gaining quickly enough for it to be a real threat, right? Probably not. Probably not. So yeah, it does look like they're just picking up more and more technologies, probably stuff that's helpful with the war. And fine by me. City is more protected than it has ever been. Is this... Not getting mouse over. Is this just one? Yeah, it's probably just one. Alright. Here's the next spot. So we're going to end up with a fair amount of pearls here. Not actually sure what I want to do with them. Probably we want to build some luxury intensifiers. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Also, we maintain our like 50% empty ruin ratio. Very impressive work. Green is, man, the way Green's army is like massing up and moving around and going to my border, all just makes me a little nervous, you know? Just a tiny bit nervous. Might be a good time to buy some more military. We could fill up Morktra probably. So Morktra has 6 of the 8 it's allowed. Let's put 1 more in Morktra. And then, like, where else is near the front that could... Sodeltan could reinforce. Namal's probably not a direct attack target. Yeah, let's do Sodeltan. Troops can get from Sodeltan to other places very quickly, thanks to our extremely modern infrastructure. Buy myself an army one way or another. I don't think there's a way to use this interface to make like a bulk purchase, but I sure wish there was. So still 6 turns till Dust-Driven Distillery. I am still very concerned that we're just like, we're not getting the speed that we need here. The Forever Winter is certainly not helping with that. This winter might end anytime from right now till... will end between the times of right now and, 5 turns after this game is over. And obviously it's affecting me more than it is affecting everyone else. Alright, great news for John Port. Maybe we finally chased the spy out of Relia, or maybe that time we just failed to get there. Oh, look at that. Infiltration level 2 is here. So... with 20 glass steel, we can build a couple of those old news networks. Definitely, I think, the priority at this point. And then I guess we're just saving up for revitalizers. No, after that, honestly, it's probably after that it's the trinkets. Actually, it might be the trinkets now, because we've run out of mithrite. Here, we can buy 1 mithrite. I wish I would remember your last sort when you come in here. And the trinkets probably cost 11, would be my guess. You know what? Let's start with annoying. Start with you here, sir. Okay. The city of Namal got degovernized. Oh no, 500 dust. Whatever shall I do? I mean, I'll tell you what I shall do. I shall run the roundup, even though it does do some real economic damage. It's still pretty minor in the grand scheme of things. Like these are pretty soft attacks. So does it matter terribly where this goes? We're just gonna have to start like building another line. I guess I may as well do this. Reach out and grab the two curiosities over here. So we're unlikely to be able to afford any more glass steel. I mean, there's 2 and we'll buy both of them. pretty good on all of this stuff for the moment. The Moonleaf is going to run out in 2 turns, and when it does so, we will have 58. So I should buy at least 7 Moonleaf, while the Moonleaf buy-in is good. And then we don't really need anything else. Okay, 40 Mithrites a find. That's relevant. You know what would be actually really great, and a thing that is still in the loot pool? Just a great big stockpile of glass steel. $180 dust is like... It's such a small amount of glass steel. Holy hell. What is... Can we just see? Can we just take a quick look at... Nope. Green's military is still nowhere near as powerful as Purple's by these readings. Wow. I can't imagine wanting to play this version of the game. Like... I have like 3 armies that I have to deal with right now, and I already think that's pretty tedious. Alright, you're not going to attack me with 4 haunts. That would be foolish. And you know what? You want to settle up there, you just go ahead and take it. So next Pearl deposit. Yeah, that's 3. That's something. So, luxury intensifiers. This is okay, I guess. It's probably like abbeys and luxury intensifiers. So this is double extraction of the luxury and plus money. But it's not a huge amount of money. It's only relevant in places where we can build a natural burrow offshoot of a city on top of a luxury resource, which is how many cities? 1. Boy, maybe not very many. Yeah, not there. Not so much here. Yeah, okay, Abbey. Let's buy ourselves the ability to make an abbey, and then we have a couple of really obvious ones, like that one's great. Does this city? This city does not have a position for one. It could. It will eventually. So obviously I'm trying to give preference to, yeah, like this, anomalies that produce dust. All right, we just need more pearls. More pearls on top of more everything else. And good lord, more glass steel. Were Green to declare war on me right this moment, I just don't know what I would do. No, I do know what I would do. I would die. But also, Green's got, like, pressing I assume the reason Green does not do this is because Green has more pressing problems and is not identifying me as the victory problem. Oh boy. If Green takes Mandara, that's the loss of a very powerful city. And they totally might. You're a terrible spy. It's fine, really. It probably makes more sense to take plus 5% dust than, like, plus 50% on the city's trade routes. Actually, the thing is, this will let me just trade with, this will let me just trade with everybody. So we could run out-of-rounds trade routes to whichever city on the planet's face is the most valuable, but I don't actually know for sure that we would get anything out of that. Like, it may turn out we're already doing that, or we're doing close enough. Aderon. So, 50% boost on trade routes is, again, not going to be 250 dust per turn because it's a percentage boost that will stack additively with the other percentage boosts. Yeah, it's actually really hard to eyeball what the exact values will be. Here, we're going to take this because it does do other things. Okay, Demon Army is getting attacked, which does actually answer us a question. Whether that army appears to be neutrals or orange to our ally. Clearly it appears to be neutrals. Shaka has been tamed by the cultists over here on this continent. It's like purple's losing their conquests pretty quickly here. Probably just stuff getting burned. Okay, that's interesting. And I mean, obviously. And now that they're devoting this huge number of troops to harassing this army, we kind of have to get out of here. Yeah, there's just channeling too much stuff through Dasraj, like from the corner of their empire up to the front. It's never going to be attackable. All right, are there cities that still need a news network? Not you. Okay. All right, and one more. So next turn we can put that in the queue. So this is locked by that quest now. Oh, sorry, this is the ruin that's glowing from our faction quest. Okay, 50 red sang's cool. Sadly, the best thing that could possibly happen for us is just for winter to end, and we have like actual zero control over that one. Just kind of have to sit here and hope that it happens. All right, let's run one more turn here. I am noticing the time, and also my throat. You ever have that thing where you just like notice your throat? I got an achievement. I have not gotten an Endless Legend achievement in some time. Based on the name, I think it has something to do with my massive army of privateers. Which I guess would make sense. Not a system I interact with all that much. Alright, we gotta rerun the gold booster. The gold booster is high value. You kind of have... Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure that upkeep for stuff gets taken out of your income prior to you receiving it. So this actually will increase the amount of money that is going into the coffers every turn, and as such, the amount that counts toward the big victory. I am not going to take winter immunity. Jeez, it could be 11 more turns. That's very harsh. It hurts me very much. All right, lots of percentage boosts. Wow, green is making landfall in a more serious way here. Looks like they got pushed back at Mandara, but maybe at the cost of a lot of purple troops. And I want to be a little bit careful here, because green totally might attack my Skyfin. So let's not walk too close to the skirmish. All right, another 50 red sang. Imagine what it would do for my empire if I could find these amounts of glass steel. Dust Orchid too. Wow. All of a sudden. Alright, I don't love how close that puts me, but I think they've all moved for the turn. I just need to make sure I execute my moves quickly at the beginning of the next turn. Alright, so that's 7 pearls. This is another 6. This will get us another abbey. I don't know where I want to put that abbey exactly. Let's run just something out to somewhere. So that Intai can keep producing. The sad part is, even though I'm building such, like, relatively low-value troops, certainly lower value than the cultists are, we cannot come anywhere near matching their numbers. Even with really, really absurdly lower value troops. You know what? I am gonna build a chapel here. I'm gonna spend some pearls this way because this city is getting so much benefit out of each citizen. I do think that spending pearls to add 2 bodies to Marian is probably better than spending pearls to build a an abbey elsewhere. But then also we should keep building abbeys. So if green knocks out some significant portion of purple's infrastructure, then that really means that green is our next victory threat, right? We are continuing to climb the economic board. Neither one of them has moved forward on that. Green has not moved forward on this, probably because they are also very distracted by the war. And I mean, like, we're plugging away, but it's slow going here. It's a big pile of dust you have to accumulate. Yeah, I don't know. I think if green manages to just break purple up, they don't need to eliminate them, but just break purple up, I think it really is going to mean that there's not going to be a victory in this game for quite some time, and that may be exactly what we need to continue pushing onward here. The other thing that I need, of course, is for this goddamn winter to end. Also, apparently we have completely run out of trade with the Broken Lords. Or, yeah, just all internal again. It must be the case that the things that boost your trade route value boost it at both ends of the trade route or something in order for it to be better for our trade routes to stay internal instead of reaching all the way across the world over a sea trade route, right? Must be. All right, anyway. I think this is where we're going to hold it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I was kind of hoping to end the episode by getting Dust Driven Distillery and then like being really on engine-wise for the last episode, but it keeps getting pushed back. And we are well past the hour already, and I really need to stop talking for a minute. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time later today, and this time I mean it, we're going to get this Dust-Driven Distillery. We're going to get some real distance going on this engine, and we're going to see if it is enough to make up for our sort of lackluster mid-game. And if all of the other players in the game keep stepping on each other's throats, it may well be. And we'll see you then.